Hello my friend, today we are going to cook 9 variations of buldak noodles. And if you're watching me for the first time, this is number 2 episode of my buldak series. So check other episode, the link will be provided at the end of this video. So last video we made our own homemade buldak sauce. So it's up to your choice, we can use homemade buldak sauce, or you can just use buldak noodles, or you can just use buldak sauce. Okay, let's start. Our first choice will be chicken. Buldak literally means fire chicken in Korean. And this ramen originated from 닭갈비, so why don't we add real chicken? Please use boneless thigh only if you want to make it more similar to 닭갈비. 150 grams of chicken is ideal for one serving, and now I'm cooking 300 grams. And my choice of veggies are onion, cabbage, and carrot. Total weight of veggie is 100 grams. Cook chicken with cover, and after 5 minutes, it's fully cooked. Add boiled ramyeon. I usually boil noodles for 1 minute only when I'm planning to stir fry it afterwards. Mouth-watering. Looks so yummy, isn't it? Our second choice is pork. I want to marinate it this time. And my choice of veggies are onion, green onion, and garlic. Since my pork is very thin, no need to marinate long. You can cook it right away. I won't cover it because my meat is very thin. Look! Savory! And sausage this time. I want to fry garlic first and then onion. Sausage and bell pepper, only lightly. I add the sauce onto the noodles at the end, but you can add it on before onto the sausage. Look at that, so delicious. Now, what about seafood? Let's cook some baby octopus. Unlike other seafood, octopus, squid, and cuttlefish have much water inside. So I stir fry them first to remove the water. And I don't boil them in the water cause all the flavors and nutrients will melt away into water. If your heat is much stronger, like the one in the restaurant, you don't need to do this procedure. Wow, this is one of my favorite. Yummy! Shall we do the cheese topping now? The choice will be mozzarella. If you follow my recipe, no need to throw the water out. Use 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of water. Boil the noodle until almost all water is gone. Add sauce and flakes and cheese. Cook 30 seconds more. And if you have torch, the job is easier. How about this? Isn't it so tempting? After I did the mozzarella topping, I want to do more extreme on cheese. So I want to do corn cheese topping for this one. Have you heard of corn cheese? It's one of the Korean Western foods and is very popular and common in Korea. Since it's the topping, not a separate dish, let me make it the simplest way. Canned kernel corn, drain and stir fry to get rid of all excess water, and add mayonnaise, a few shakes of black pepper, and mozzarella. Cover to cook until the cheese melts. Parsley flakes if you have. This is so good to be true. So creamy, so cheesy, unbelievable taste. Now let's go to a healthy choice. How about mushroom this time? I picked pangi, as known as enoki, and is the best match for me. But you can use whatever mushroom you want. This recipe is simple. Just add mushroom at the end. Looking good. Shall we do some vegetarian way? Butter and choice of your veggie. Cook for a while. Add sauce and noodles. Stir fry more. And the last, I add mung bean sprout. Definitely not Korean, huh? Malaysian style? Maybe. Now, let me check. Am I missing anything? Let's see. we cook cheese, chicken, pork, seafood. Oh, the basic! Egg! Let me skip all the previous part and now noodles ready. Lower the heat, break one egg, and carefully mix only the whites, leaving egg yolk intact. Of course, you can cook it fully if you want, but I love to mix it raw with the ramyun. In the previous episode, we made 1 serving sauce and I shared 10 serving recipe in the description. I shared the recipe in volume and weight, and here's a few more tips about 10 serving recipe. 1. Pour the half amount of soy sauce, then add all the remaining ingredient in order to mix the sauce thoroughly. Add remaining soy sauce and vinegar after you mix the sauce. If the mixture is too watery, it's very hard to break all so many lumps. 2. Using a scale to follow my recipe is much easier than you think, but add ingredients slowly. That's my only advice. You can add more anytime later, but it's not so easy to remove what you already put inside. 3. Good thing about making your own sauce is that you can adjust your spicy level and also add more whatever you like more. 4. My last tip. Please use not too short bottle. I used wide and low bottle for the first time and it became so messy every time you use the sauce. So which buldak noodles are you craving today? Chicken? Cheese? Egg? I try so hard to show you only the best recipe. So that's it for today, and this is number 2 episode of my Buldak series. I'm going to come back in episode number 3 and we're going to cook several dishes more other than noodles. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Alrighty, bye for now. See ya!